been with sorry, I have been with work, many work.
Okay. Oh, I
Okay.
have also I think your mom is sick, right? Or she was in the hospital or something.
Oh, the last week, the next week, I am going to present the exam. School is
Oh,
very important. It's very important for me, teacher, the exam.
yes, you have to prepare for the exam. It's okay, I understand. Well, anyway, we have to continue. The show has to continue. Well, if the class has to continue. But remember to keep updated, Gloria, with every lesson, every video, because we have different topics. Okay, we have more people coming. Jasmine, Sue,
Good afternoon, teacher.
afternoon. Hello. And Sue, and Hudip, sorry. So, do you have a chance to check the video from yesterday's class?
No, teacher, I couldn't.
You couldn't. Okay. Remember, if any of you are absent one day, you have to check the video and tell me what happened during the last class.
Yes, I will.
Please, next time, for everybody. Okay, let's remember something. First, let's remind something that we did last week. Last week, we did yesterday. Today is Tuesday. Remember, this is the last day for you. So we start with the book. Unit 1. We start with unit. Unit 1, lesson A. We discuss some pictures. Different tenses, as you remember: present perfect, simple present, past perfect, past continuous, simple past continuous, present continuous, etc. We also talk about grammar. As well as pronunciation. Our lesson B, talking about this. Same, continuing with tenses. We read this story about this guy who moved to South Korea, right, from Tokyo. We separate the verbs with verb plus to plus verb plus verb plus ing, etc. I didn't have a chance to send this on WhatsApp, but as you see, there's some verbs with prepositions, with ing, or with particles. Remember, there's no something you have to know when you use this verb. There's in English, there's not a rule to tell this verb has to be with ing and this verb has to be with to, or this verb has to go with a preposition. I mean, there's no way to know. They are just like that. So you need to memorize those verbs. At least try to memorize the most common. For example, here we have some verbs. Well, I need someone to help me to read. Okay. What else is here? Maru.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon. Maru, did you have a chance to watch the video from yesterday class?
Sorry, teacher, no.
No?
I
Okay.
didn't watch the video, sorry.
Jasmine, will you start please reading the first verb, practice?
Could you repeat, teacher, please?
Can you start reading here the first verb and the example?
And practice in the book, teacher.
Yeah, can you see the screen?
Yes, I see.
Okay.
Yes. Today we're going to practice parking.
Next. Next verb,
Prefer,
prefer.
prefer, prefer. Ahí es a name, chasta. Prefers is a little bit borroso, teacher.
Blur. Blur.
Traveling, okay. Shasta prefers traveling by train.
Remember, it's prefer. The stress is in the second E, prefer.
Prefer,
Yes.
prefer.
Okay, Felix, quit.
Okay. She quits worrying about the problem.
Recall. Felix, recall.
Recall. I don't recall seeing any cars parked outside.
Yes. Recollect. Gloria.
Yes, teacher. I don't see teacher.
You cannot see the letters to blur.
No,
Okay.
teacher, sorry.
Daniela.
I recollect seeing riders some years ago in Bern.
Okay, the last one is recommend. Maybe you cannot see. Remember, most of the verbs, the stress is here. Prefer, recall, recollect, recommend. Right? It's not recollect, it's not recommend. When they change to a noun, it's different. Most of the verbs, the pronunciation is in the last syllable, like this one. That is just an example of these verbs. If a preposition is followed by a verb, the verb, let me move this over here. The verb ends in ing. I am not good at learning new things. That's an example. Okay. Help me to read this. Help me to read this. So, can you read the second sentence, please?
Yes, they're interested in buying my products.
Daniela?
Thanks very much for inviting me to the party.
Judith?
Who, teacher?
Judith?
Okay.
Yes, teacher, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Please, next sentence.
How? How about meeting for dinner too?
Tonight.
For dinner tonight?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
All right.
How about meeting for dinner tonight?
Yes, the point here is after a preposition like this, add in, for, about, with, of, instead of, etc. You need a verb. The verb has to be with ing. Most of the mistakes we make in English is when you say for. It's for play. No, it's for playing. It's for go. It's for going. All prepositions, all verbs after a preposition, you need ing. Mary must be fed up with cleaning her house. Fed up with. This is a phrasal verb. When you are exhausted or tired doing something, you use this, fed up with. You say estoy harto, right? You have be here. Estar harto, fed up with. This goes together, fed up with, fed up with, fed up with. Exercising, I am fed up with living here. I am fed up doing the same, etc. Okay, you need to check these exercises later, one by one. These are extra from the book. You have more exercises like this, more verbs. And we have the grammar part, one of the most important in each lesson. Please pay attention, listen, and then we will see in detail, one by one.
Page 5, 2. Grammar. Verb complements. Verb plus ing or to plus verb. Verb plus ing. Consider. Finish. Imagine. Miss. Mind. Spend time.
I finished doing my master's in business. I spent 3 years working in Tokyo.
Verb plus particle or preposition plus verb plus ing. End up. Keep on. Think about. Plan on.
How did you end up living here?
I wasn't planning on leaving Japan.
Verb plus to plus verb. Agree. Decide. Happen. Offer. Seem. Intend. Expect.
They agreed to pay for Korean lessons. I didn't expect to get the job.
Verb plus ing or to plus verb with the same meaning. Begin. Bother. Continue. Start. Like. Love. Hate.
Should I bother applying? Should I bother to apply?
Verb plus ing or to plus verb with a different meaning. Remember. Stop. Try.
I stopped talking to him. I stopped to talk to him.
I think I mentioned, I don't remember if I mentioned this verb. It's very important to know this verb when you use it. Stop. I stopped talking to him. You don't talk to him anymore, right? And when you use I stopped to talk to him, you were walking and then you take a minute, you take a second and you stopped. The same with other verbs like remember or some others. I stopped talking to him. You say I stopped talking to my friend. You don't talk to your friend anymore. because of the distance or for any reason. I stopped to talk to my friend. I was walking by the street, down the street, and I saw him, and I stopped to talk to him. It doesn't remember, stop, or try.
Sorry, teacher. What does mean bother?
Bother, that's what I want to mention. In this case, bother, like other verbs, like begin, continue, start, like, love, hate. If you use it with ing or to, there's no difference. Bother is very similar to annoying, but it's in a different way, different level. Sorry, I don't want to bother you. I know it's too late, but I don't want to bother you. Can you tell me what happened yesterday in the class? Bother, molestar. But molestar in that way. I don't want to bother you, but can you do me a favor?
Okay.
And we have another verb that is similar to this one. I put it here.
Teacher, why
Annoying.
in the grammar says with the same meaning and a different meaning? What means that?
Oh, that's what I explained. You can use, let me show you. If you say bother applying or bother applying, it's the same meaning. There's no change. Sorry to bother you. I'm sorry to bother. I don't want to bother singing right now.
We can use the same verb using with the ing and to verb. No, I like to swim. I like swimming. Yes, it's the same.
Correct. Yes, the same. And in this one, if you use this one, for example, different meaning, you use it's only with these three verbs. If you use the first one, I stop talking, there's one meaning. You don't talk to that person anymore. I stopped talking to Sue. We are not friends anymore. We are enemies. Or we live far away from each other. She lives in the United States. I live in Mexico. So I stopped talking to her. I stopped to talk to Sue. I was walking down the street. Then I saw her and said, oh, Sue is there. So I need to stop. I stopped to talk to you. I make a stop. So the meaning is different. For example, let me see if this is clear. I stopped smoking means I don't smoke anymore. Yes, saying I stopped to smoke. I was in my car driving, you know, I stopped and then I start smoking. There's two meanings. Yes, do you get the idea?
Yes, teacher.
Only with these verbs, remember, stop, and try. With some others, the meaning is the same. It doesn't change. With some others, they are specific. You need to use to. The same with some other verbs, you need to use ing. This or this. That's what there is the lesson about. How to use each one. Please, one more time, listen. It's very important you learn this. Remember, this is just practice. Try to memorize at least a couple of each every day.
Page 5. 2. Grammar. Verb complements. Verb plus ing or to plus verb. Verb plus ing. Consider. Finish. Imagine. Miss. Mind. Spend time.
I finished doing my master's in business. I spent 3 years working in Tokyo.
Verb plus particle or preposition plus verb plus ing. End up. Keep on. Think about. Plan on.
How did you end up living here?
I wasn't planning on leaving Japan.
Verb plus to plus verb. Agree. Decide. Happen. Offer. Seem. Intend. Expect.
They agreed to pay for Korean lessons. I didn't expect to get the job.
Verb plus ing or to plus verb with the same meaning. Begin. Bother. Continue. Start. Like. Love. Hate.
Should I bother applying? Should I bother to apply?
Verb plus ing or to plus verb with a different meaning. Remember. Stop. Try.
I stopped talking to him. I stopped to talk to him.
Excellent. Let's continue with other exercises here. Give me 1 second, please. Simple and continuous verb review. We have the first one. I see you're in the sales department now. How long have you been working there? Not long, about 4 months. Okay, check the sentences, please. Tell me the answer for this. Jasmine, do you have any idea? Number 2.
What kind of job have you been, teacher? Have you been looking for in the last few months?
Yes. Continue.
Anything really. I like to do some kind of office work, though.
Okay. Okay, so Diane, number 3.
Have you ever lived in another country?
Have you ever lived in another country? Continue.
Yeah, my family moved to France for a couple of years when I was little.
Okay, excellent. Guadalupe, number 4.
Yes, teacher, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What were you doing in class yesterday?
What were you doing in class yesterday? Continue.
Oh, we started a new project. It was interesting.
It was interesting. Okay.
Interesting, yes.
Excellent. Alejandro, number 5, please.
How to get traveling? Did you travel in South America when you were young?
Did you travel in South America when you were young? Continue.
No, we used to vacations in the youth.
In the US.
US.
Okay. Good. Who did? Can you do number 6, please?
Yes, teacher. Teacher, sorry, but I can't see the last part. Sorry, teacher. The answer, the answer. I just see the first one, but the second one, no. The second option, okay. Thanks, teacher. Okay. What book are you reading at the moment? Anything interesting? Actually, I'm too busy to read books right now.
Yes. Okay, let's see. 5 out of 5. Great job. This is a little exercise from the online book. You have remember what I told you yesterday, you need to learn verbs, verbs, and more verbs. Any verbs you see like, and you say, well, I don't know the meaning, you need to write it down, you need to take notes, and look in a dictionary the meaning of that verb. That's a job that you will always have as a student. Always, not as a student, but sometimes, I don't know all the verbs in English, but most of the commands, you need to write them down. Even when you see movies, sometimes you hear something, oh, I don't know that verb. I need to Google it and see what it means. Complete the conversations with the correct forms of the verbs given, then practice with a partner. Okay, Gloria, can you read the example, please? Letter A, number 1.
Yes, teacher. How did you end up study here?
Yes. How do you end up studying here?
How did you end up starting here?
All right. Letter B. Who wants to do it?
Letter B, me?
No. I say, who wants to do it? Let's do
Me, teacher?
Teacher, me.
Me?
Who's me?
Who did?
Who did? I don't see. Okay, who did? Please go ahead.
Okay, teacher, thanks. My friends recommended this school. I remember thinking in English was good, so I decided to sign up for this class. How about you?
Yes, excellent. I remember thinking his English was good, so I decided to sign up. Excellent, thank you. Letter A, who wants to do it?
Me, teacher.
Lupita, please go ahead.
Yes. Well, I wasn't planning on learning English.
Yes.
But my company offer. How do you say offered? Offered the pronunciation?
Read it.
Okay. But my company offered paying for my classes. I agree. I agree. Coming and here I am. Want to keep on taking class if I can.
Okay. Taking classes if I can.
Yes.
All right, guys. Do you see any mistakes here?
Maybe
Verb pay, teacher?
they
I agree
for my
to
class.
come.
Well, I wasn't planning on learning. It's okay, right? Because you have preposition. But my company offer
To pay.
To pay.
to pay. To pay, yes. To pay for my classes. I agree.
To come.
I agree to come. Yes. And the last one is okay because you have on, right? Keep on taking. Keep on taking. Excellent. Good, thank you. All right, what about number 2, letter A? Who wants to do it?
Me?
Yes, Felix, please.
What are you thinking about doing next summer?
Yes, doing. Why doing? Because you have a preposition about, thinking about doing. Next, letter B.
Me, teacher.
Letter B, please.
Start to working. No, start working, sorry.
Can you read the whole sentence, please?
Well, it depends. I just start working in a new job, so I don't expect to get much vacation time. Um, I intend to take a couple of long weekends off. Tau, you have a stop working occasionally. Anyway, I love surfing. So I hope can I spend a weekend we can visit my cousins on the beach too.
I can spend a weekend. So I hope I can spend a weekend.
To visit my cousins?
Okay, let's start from the beginning. Well, it depends. I started working in a new job. So I don't expect
to get
much vacation time. I intend to take.
Yeah.
I intend to take a couple of long weekends off. Remember, off. When you take days off, means you don't work, right? Like a break or vacation. No. You have to stop
working.
You have to start working occasionally.
I love surfing.
Yes? Do you say something?
Occasionally, anyway, I love surfing.
I love surfing. Continue.
So I hope I can spend a weekend, I don't know, to visit.
You say to visit or visiting? Which one sounds better?
Spend a big weekend visiting.
Yes, visiting. You have here, let's see. All right, good. Excellent job. In conversation, let's see. Alejandro, will you read, please, in conversation? Right here in the corner.
Yes, in conversation, begin, border, continue, continue, like, love, and hate are follow more often by to plus verb. Start is follow more often the verb plus ing.
Yes, what it means is some verbs like this one, the ones you can use either one, the same meaning. It depends on in the habit. Some of those you use to or ing, right? But depends how you use it. That's what it says here in conversation. In conversation, you use more to with other verb. Begin to, I begin to think, I continue to study instead of I continue studying, right? Even though you have the option to use both, I continue to study my professional career. I like to play instead of I like playing. So it's more common to use to with these verbs. But with start, you always use ing in conversation. I start thinking, I start working, etc. Common errors. Common errors is very important to pay attention on this. Sue, would you mind reading common errors, please?
Common errors. Don't use to plus verb after these verbs. I finished reading the ad, not to read. I considered applying, not to apply. I don't mind working hard, not to work.
Yes, especially with these verbs. Finish, consider, and mind. It's always with ing, mind, working, consider applying, finish reading, not finish to read. That's what it means. That's wrong. But as I tell you, it's you need to pay attention when you speak. Well, how? Should I use ing? Should I use to? Or it's okay to use any of them? So that's the point in this lesson. But of course, as I said, you need to practice. All right, give me just 1 second, please. Okay, we have a practice here. Why do you stop doing that? All right, so of course, talk about it. When you use it, talk about it means it's a speaking practice. Hold on, please. We have music, no mind. Hold on. Well, we have a game. That's why the music. Sorry. Before that practice, we're going to play something. It's a sentence runner. Have you played it before?
No.
No? Okay, you have to complete. Choose the correct words to complete the sentences. Keep running, so he has to jump here. If it's wrong, he will fall down here. It's like Mario Bros. Kind of. So you need to be fast. I hope you have the verbs here.
Finished.
Okay. Next.
Agree.
Offered.
Agree.
She had to stop.
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 No. You need to stop because this is fast.
Consider.
Stop.
Consider.
One more time.
Okay.
What is a practice?
Keep on.
Finish.
Keep on.
Finish.
Okay, it's good.
Stop. Consider.
Consider. How did you consider? No. Keeping on.
Consider.
Consider.
Okay.
Consider.
Top.
Consider. Last chance.
Okay.
Keep on.
Yes.
How did you end up choosing this code?
Consider.
I finished. Finish reading it.
Sometimes it's the system. It doesn't allow me to choose the word you say, the verb you say.
Agreed.
Agree.
Agree.
Yeah, it was I think it's a program. That's fine. This is a faster game. I mean, you have to think fast because you have to read the sentence and then you have to read the answers. So we are going to work in teams and we're going to discuss these ideas. Per word, take turns. Let me see. Gloria, can you read the instructions, please?
Teacher. Yes, teacher. Take turns asking each other question using the idea, the ideas below as follow questions. Can you think of someone you? Can you think of someone thinks at you?
Yes, okay, someone, something. So you're going to discuss this, taking turn asking each other like this. You missing someone? Make it a question. Do you missing someone? Yes, I see missing. I'm missing my friend, one of my best friends. Do you expect to see someone next week? You have to make this sentence into a question, and the other person has to answer. Yes. So for this, you will have 10 minutes to do someone or something. Yes, questions? Do you understand the exercise?
Not sure.
You are going to talk
Okay.
to other, remember.
Okay, teacher.
This is a speaking practice. The best example for this is we have this. I don't miss seeing my old math teacher. Why is that? Were you bad at math? As an example. If we have 5 teams right now, please go ahead. All right, guys, for those who are back, I see Sue, Maru, and Felix now. Just 3 people. Just give me a couple of seconds to wait for the rest. Yes, my recommendation is if you don't understand a sentence, if you don't know the meaning of a verb, we are practicing verbs.
Here,
Some more verbs with
doing so.
to, ing, or with particles or with prepositions. That's what we are practicing now. But in case you have any questions, let's see, Maru is working with Sue, right? Maru says, oh, I don't understand what's bother, or what is keep on calling. I don't understand. Sue can tell her, she knows, right? Remember to help each other. As partners or classmates, you need to help each other. Anything you don't know, if you don't have the answer, of course, you need to ask someone, or you need to take notes. Okay? You need to take notes just to know the meaning of that. But don't stick with the doubt in your head. You must make questions, remember. Okay, that was just a practice. So we need to start with next lesson. And what lesson? I mean, first we start, before we start with lesson C, I want to ask if you have any questions on lesson B. No questions?
¿Qué hace?
No, maybe. No questions.
No, teacher. I'm good.
Okay. That's good. Please, if I ask you yes or no, or whatever, try to say it. Why? I always tell you because I don't see you. I don't see your faces. So I need to know what happened.
Okay, teacher.
All right, we are both getting scared. Does anyone have an idea what it means? We are both getting scared.
Maybe they are lost, teacher, in some place, or scary.
They were feeling afraid about something.
Yes. When they say both, and I say that yesterday, both, TH sound both, not both, both. Don't confuse with but. And this is both, but, both. And don't confuse with both. You see, it's different. So this is both, getting scared. The use of getting, we saw that last unit. I mean, level 3, when you use get, in this case we have ing, right? It's in the process, getting scared. I'm getting scared, like afraid. I have some fear. Why? Let's see in the story. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story first, before we start. I'm gonna read it to you and pay attention to the change of tenses. Change of tenses. Change of tenses in the same stories. In the same story. That's exactly what we're going to see in this one. Like when you're telling a story to the others, like you see these guys here in the middle, they are talking, right? They're telling a story. Let me see who understand my story, okay? I was in my hometown, you know, there are a lot of stories about apparitions. We call apparitions or people like ghosts. Well, I was at the cemetery. It was like midnight. I was putting some flowers to my mom's tomb when I saw a woman in a white dress. It was getting darker. So my sister was there, and I tell my sister, do you see that? Do you see that woman in white? And she was scared. She said, wow, let's run. Let's run because it's La Llorona. Yes, do you cast the different tenses? Using past participle, past continuous, simple present, etc. So that's what we're doing here. Change of tenses. All right, anyone who remembers, let's say, Daniela, do you remember a time when you got lost?
Yes, sure.
What happened?
Can
you tell us the story? You got lost.
The last story? Yesterday?
No, about you. If you got lost somewhere in the city, in your hometown.
Yes. I lost in my last vacations.
You got lost, remember, got lost.
Get lost.
Yes. What happened? Can you describe what happened?
I usually go to vacations on summer, and I was watching the beach. I think I don't remember, and I watched some Jolly, and 1 hour after that, I didn't see my family, so I didn't know a ninguna persona, and I met my cousin. I took his phone and I called to my father.
So
it was bad.
Were you afraid? Were you scared?
Yeah. It was a bad experience.
Yeah, of course, when you get lost, right? And you don't know the city because you are in a strange or somewhere that you don't know.
And at the same time, I lost my money, my ID, my phone, all of them.
All right, where were you?
And in where I was?
Yes.
I was in Los Cabos.
Ah, Los Cabos, okay.
Yeah. It's a beautiful place, but it was a bad story.
Yeah. So I would say you need to know when you go somewhere, you need to check first with the locals or the agency or the hotel where you can go or where you shouldn't go.
Yes, I know that.
Like
now.
these are dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you come to Acapulco and you want to go to somewhere far away, let's say Vacacional or Zapata or I don't know, any of those places far away? Well, you must know, right, in advance what's happening there.
Yeah,
Anyone, does anyone wants to share an experience about getting lost somewhere? Maru, Judith, Diane, Gloria, Felix, Jasmine, Guadalupe, Alejandro. Everybody
I
get
want to
lost
share
sometimes.
something.
Yes. Okay.
When I was a child, I got lost. I was in grandma's house, but grandma's houses was too big. So my mom, I was with my mom. We are washing the dishes in the backyard, and he suddenly I forget the word. Uh, she went for a different place of the house, but I couldn't see her. So I was a child and I started to walk in the backyard, trying to find her, but I couldn't. So I went to a different place of the house and I couldn't find her too. And I started to running in circles in the house. So they didn't find me like 1 hour or 20 minutes after.
Later.
Later, sorry. Later, because my dad and my grandma and all my relatives thought that I was with my mom, but I wasn't. So it's a funny story when I was child.
Yes. How old were you at that time?
I don't know, maybe 4 years.
4 years. Oh, you were little.
Yes, I was.
A little girl then back then. Okay. All right. Anybody wants to share something? Another story? Anyone? Remember, you need to practice. It's a good practice for you. It's a good chance for you to practice your English. Anyone?
Me, teacher.
Okay, please, Jasmine.
Okay, teacher. When I was a little girl, teacher, I lost me with my brothers between the mountains.
Uh-huh.
We were, my brothers and me, we were playing, walking, laughing, shouting, and suddenly we were lost. But my brother, he was trying to find the correct way, and but we keep lost like 1 hour and a half. And me, I was very scary. I felt very nervous because it it was getting late, and but my brother always trying to my brother always told us, take it easy, we are going to find the way, uh, we are going to our house, but when we find the house, I feel very happy, and I thought that was bad idea to go to walk or playing between the mountains, teacher. It's dangerous.
Yes, I know. Well, it was an
Yes.
experience, right?
Yes, never,
Everything you do is an experience.
never I'm going to forget, teacher.
Yeah, that's true, but sometimes it remains with us, especially when we get lost. All right, thank you for sharing that, everyone. Sue, Daniela, Jasmine. I always encourage you to participate.
Me, teacher
Don't,
Maru.
don't be afraid to make mistakes. You always step up to the front, step up to the front and say, yes, me. You shouldn't care about making mistakes. Maru, please go ahead.
Yes, teacher. Okay, last 8 or 9 years ago, my husband and I went to Quetzala. It's a place in Puebla, and we were the visit the gruts, yes, like gruts, caves, grutas,
The capes?
gates.
Capes,
Okay, the caves. And my husband and I, we were in a cave, and suddenly suddenly we can, we, um, we, we were, uh, I don't know, we were fascinating with the caves, and the we we didn't found the guide. We got lost in the cave. We were very scared, and finally we found the guide, and we can go out the cave.
You couldn't go out.
Yes.
All
But
right.
okay, teacher, thank you.
Are you talking about the Cacahuamilpa caves in Tasco or not?
No, teacher, here in Puebla, it's a place, Quetzalan.
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 Okay. Yes, great experiences when you get lost. Sometimes you're scared. It's a different experience, especially you go to, well, when you are with your husband or wife or friends or whatever, it's not that scary, right? But if you are alone, trying to find a way out is really scary. But it's an experience. Remember, you always find a way, always asking people, asking for directions. But if you're in the woods, well, I gave you another word. When you say woods means forest. In conversation, you use more woods. If you're in the woods, like here, this is the woods. It's informal, woods, saying like forest. Right? It's more terrifying when you walk by yourself, and especially if you wait for the night, right? When it's getting darker. So, but sometimes it's fun, you know.
Oh, yes.
We got lost in Puerto Rico one time. The car was almost, the gas tank was almost empty, and there was nowhere to go, just cows and, trees. And it was around midnight in Puerto Rico. You see, Puerto Rico, you don't know anybody. So that was my most terrifying experience, because I said, well, what's gonna happen? We are here. We don't know anybody, no cars, no lights.
Okay.
But it was a fun experience. After you pass experience, it was fun. Anyway, we have 6 more minutes. Let's please listen to this conversation between Mateo and Brian. They got lost. They got lost on the woods. So how? Let's listen how. What was the reason why they got lost? Pay attention, please.
Page 6, Lesson C. We're both getting scared. 1. Conversation strategy. Highlighting key moments in a story. B. Listen. How did Mateo and Brian get lost?
Remember that time we were hiking in Utah? When we got lost? That was fun.
Sorry, I forgot to tell you, no books. Do not read your book, just listen. Listen.
Okay.
See how much you can understand from the reading. This is reading comprehension.
Why? What happened? We were on this trail and it was getting dark. Then Brian says, "Where are we?"
Yeah, we couldn't see a thing, and we walked off the trail. It was that bad.
Yeah, there were all these trees around us and we were so lost. And we're thinking, oh no. And we're both getting kind of scared. We just wanted to get out of there. I bet. And Brian says, "Should we jog a little?" And I go, "Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Let's go."
So we started jogging.
And we said to each other, we've got to stick together in case anything happens.
Okay, one more thing. One more time, remember, hold on. Here, if you see the word highlight, highlighting means like this. Like here right now, I am highlighting. I am highlighting the word highlighting. So you can see this word. That's what I mean, highlight. Like highlighter, you know a highlighter that you use for writing with different colors? Maybe you have yellow, orange.
Okay.
Un resaltador. That's the same with highlighting. In a conversation, you highlight some words. In this case, you highlight key moments using tenses. If you pay attention, they are using the different tenses. Simple present, past tense, etc. Listen one more time, please.
Yes.
Page 6, Lesson C. We're both getting scared. 1. Conversation strategy. Highlighting key moments in a story. B. Listen. How did Mateo and Brian get lost?
Remember that time we were hiking in Utah?
When we got lost? That was funny.
Why? What happened? We were on this trail and it was getting dark. Then Brian says, "Where are we?"
Yeah, we couldn't see a thing, and we walked off the trail. It was that bad.
Yeah, there were all these trees around us and we were so lost. And we're thinking, oh no. And we're both getting kind of scared. We just wanted to get out of there. I bet. And Brian says, "Should we jog a little?" And I go, "Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Let's go."
So we started jogging.
And we said to each other, we've got to stick together in case anything happens.
Excellent. So, question, do you understand the reading? What's the topic? What's the story about? Anyone?
They are remembering, teacher, a bad experience Maybe they live that experience together.
Yes, experience. They have an experience together. Yes. Anyone else? So what's the story about in general?
They were lost.
They were lost. Anyone else, please, besides
When
Jasmine?
they were hiking in Utah.
They were hiking in Utah. Yes. What else? Anyone else? Alejandro? What do you understand on the story?
When they are lost.
They got lost. Felix? Do you understand the story?
So, teacher.
Okay, what do you understand?
A man, how do you say, se perdió in the forest?
Yeah, you have it here. They got lost.
No, a man lost in the forest when he stayed with her friends.
Yes. Okay. Gloria? What were they doing? What were they doing? Mateo and Brian.
Oh, teacher is Mateo.
¿Qué estaban haciendo? What were they doing?
The gays, they lost.
Yes, they got lost. The guys, not the gays. The guys.
Sorry, the guys.
There's a big difference, gays and guys.
Teacher is abysmal difference.
Yes.
Guys.
I told you a long time ago.
Yes, teacher, sorry.
No, it's fine, it's fine. Well,
Mateo
yes.
and Kim, they are lost. They speak with Kim. Sorry. I don't know how do you say sorry, teacher.
Yes, well, you have to try, remember. If you don't try one time, two times, you need to try hard to express yourself in English. That's the only way, of course, no matter the mistakes, we need to try.
Okay.
So they were hiking, right?
Yes, yes, is hiking.
They were
Yes.
hiking.
Yes.
And
Okay.
they mentioned this word, trail. You need to know what trail is. Trail es como el camino, right? That's a trail, camino, especially here, like this. Why? Because it was getting darker. Anyway, we will continue on this Thursday. Wow. You see, the days go fast. We will continue next week, sorry. Do you have any questions?
No, teacher, thank you.
Thank you.
No, that's clear.
No, okay, we will continue Monday with this same lesson. We have many more questions, many more activities, and maybe some games, right? Speaking practice, remember it's very important you speak, you practice, do not be afraid. We all make mistakes, but if you don't try, remember there's gain, no pain, right? No gain, no pain. You have to try. All right, thank you very much, guys. See you next Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget homework, okay? Be happy, hug your family.
It was the homework.
And you need 1 lesson A and B.
Workbook.
Workbook.
Okay.
Do you have it, right?
Thank you. Yes. Yes.
Okay, you
I
need
do.
1 workbook, lesson A and B.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Thank you for your class, teacher. Have a wonderful work.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.